Hey guys, this is Strid.
And this is Light.
And today, we're playing The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Hey Strid, Did you know that yaoi is a Japanese genre of fictional media focusing on romantic or sexual relationships between male characters aimed at a female audience and is usually created by female authors?
Really?
I would have never guessed.
Neither would I. Okay.
So wait, does that basically mean it has gay pedo porn?
Is it little boys or can it be any males?
I thought it says just boys.
No, we have.
It's just called Boys Love.
Which one do you want to erase?
Oh yeah, let's erase Strid, since I think that was the first one.
Fine.
Well, isn't that where we were playing last time?
I don't know. No.
Screwed up?
No, remember we played on the emulator.
Oh yeah, we did. Huh.
Which is why we're actually playing with a console now.
Hi. Vishnu.
No.
Dash.
Dash.
Oh, it's Dash.
It's Dash. And it actually fits Dash.
So, guys, I've been working on my Navi impression. I think it might be spot on.
It's pretty good. It's up there in the annoyance level.
Wait, is this like the Great Deku Tree, or is this just like dialogue?
It's
narrative.
I'm known as the Deku Tree.
Yeah, I'll read it when we can actually see
I can't control how fast that text speed goes, so you'd have to read it as it's going, because see, I'm just holding it, and it's gone.
But yeah, the Great Deku Tree always reminded me of like a stereotypical Italian man.
Yeah, because of the mustache.
Yeah.
Now, before we started recording, I actually was trying to tell you something, but, I didn't really have time when the credits were rolling or whatever. So, lately, me and Bean have been playing Destiny. I was kind of going to have that as a super secret, but I mean, it's going to be our first game, actually played together. So, every time I start the session, right, I tell him to be quiet. Which the first session was okay, it was alright, I told him, I was like, you have to be super quiet, super quiet, So he finally gets quiet, right?
Yeah.
Just sitting there, texting or whatever he's doing on his phone. Silence. It's good, session 1's good. Session 2, I tell him he has to be quiet. He's standing by his fish tank, right? I tell him he has to be quiet. I start it. Just wait for a couple seconds. Suddenly I hear this. And I go, what are you doing? And he's like, what? And I'm like, I told you to be quiet. And he's like, I'm not talking. And I'm like, that counts as a sound.
If you guys didn't know, Strid was just pounding on his stomach.
Yes, that's what he was doing upstairs, except he wasn't wearing a shirt, so it sounded a bit more like... That was my arm. But...
You might want to be careful, putting that right in the mic.
Oh, I was doing it over here. If I was doing it right here, then that might have been a problem.
Or doing this.
Yeah.
Because that might sound a bit weird.
Mm-hmm. So he starts doing that, and so I'm just like, whatever. I thought I had gotten enough empty space. So then he starts going downstairs, right? I didn't tell him to stop being quiet. So he tries to go down really quietly. And you know how when... Oh, sorry, I can be doing this. You know how when you tell someone to be quiet, and what they think of as quiet is doing everything really slowly, that way the sound is really drawn out over a long period of time? That way it's not as loud in one motion, but it's sort of loud all over a certain amount of time. That's what he starts doing. He starts going downstairs and he goes... or like... And then he steps on the next one, and I'm like, you can stop being quiet now. He's like, okay, and he starts clomping down the stairs. I'm like, oh, at least that was fast. So he comes back up, right? Yeah. This is all session. I think it's either session 2 or 3. So he comes back up, turns on his TV, and he starts getting on Destiny, right? And he turns his TV up. The first session, it was down to 18. The second session, he turns it up to 25, right? And he starts shooting stuff because he's trying to do a bounty. And I'm just like, they can hear that. And he's like, no, you can't. And I'm like, yeah, watch. And he shoots once, he gives it a bit of space, and goes, shoot, right? And I'm like, you see that? And he's like, you can't see anything. And I have never explained to him how the editing works. So even if it's if the line's really 1 pixel long, right? Or up and down, and then it makes a sound that's only it makes it only 3 pixels tall. That's gonna show up on the compression if the noise removal removes everything but that. So that'll raise it to 30. Just if it's a 10:1 scale.
That's the problem with using a blue snowball. It has such a sensitive pickup.
Well, I fixed the problem by actually selecting the part where he was shooting, as the noise removal, so that way it would remove anything that sounds like his TV's making the sound, but it's not really the greatest thing.
Okay, are you guys ready to hear my Navi impression?
Oh, I forgot.
You might want to just turn the volume down a little bit.
The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Dash dash, get up.
Dude, shut up!
Wake up. Hey, come on. Hey. Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy?
Are we gonna do this for everything Navi says? Because, like,
I
that's
hope
a
not,
lot of
'cause
words.
That sort of hurts my voice over
Okay,
time.
alright. How about,
Pesky bee.
So yeah, me and him had a bit of an argument on the volume of his TV, and we never really settled it. Like, I was just like, "Can you please turn it down at least one more?" And he's like, "No," and I'm like, "Yes," and it just went on like that. And I'm like, "Fine, can I do the intro?" And he's like, "Fine." And so we just sit there for a second, like silence, and then you know how I normally do the fade in thing. Well, I did that, and I faded in, and then I did the intro, and nobody heard anything about the argument, other than when I take out my phone and turn down the volume with my phone. Because that's hilarious. I'm like, I think your TV's a bit loud, and I turn it down to like 7, and he's like, and I'm like, you can turn it back up.
Are you gonna do a backflip skip?
Yeah, I'm gonna do backflips. Backflip. Oh crap, well that works too.
Wow. You ever seen that one performed?
Yeah, well I meant to turn around and do that and then jump, but he kind of went like that and then he jumped.
So I guess we should just exit the forest.
Well, we gotta get the stuff, right?
I think we should exit.
How do you exit?
Let's just leave.
I've never...
Let's just leave. Let's just go.
There's a thing
No,
blocking it.
no, there's probably not. Let's just go.
You can see the ferry right there.
Let's just go. Come on. Oh, who's this guy? Let's go talk to him.
No. Wait, why?
You're not allowed to leave the forest.
Oh, that's why. You had a voice for him.
The great Deku Tree said that if a Kokiri leaves the woods, he or she will die.
Uh-oh. Okay.
What happened?
I knocked my earphones out.
No.
Okay.
Alright, let's just go ahead and...
I don't think that was the
What we're
original
supposed to
voice I had for him when we played a while back. I think it was a lot less nasally.
This
Okay, I
is
see
our
how this
commentary
goes.
now. Is this our commentary?
Welcome to the commentary. It's just gonna be us making random noises.
Yeah.
Next up, walking on the ground.
Next stop, Boulder.
Next up, Link dying.
Yeah.
Babe, 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 babe.
Alright. So what should we commentate? What should we talk about?
Hey, have you guys ever had a mussel?
Mm-hmm.
Like clam type mussel? It's gross.
Describe it for them. Maybe
Well-
they're eating lunch.
Imagine you're ripping a shellfish apart, okay? You're taking your hands, gripping it inside, and pulling as hard as you can
Yep.
to get to this thing that looks like a small stomach.
Yep.
And then you take the stomach in your hands. You can break it apart, or you can just put it in your mouth and eat it whole. It tastes like salt water and dirt. But yeah, I ended up having it, having a mussel yesterday.
Yep.
Oh jeez.
Oh,
I ate
come
my
on.
first one, and then I just stopped eating it. It made me so nauseous. Oh god. Like, even talking about it earlier today, when I was,
That was making me sick.
telling Strid about it, it even made me nauseous. Like, we were eating breakfast, and
Oh, yeah.
gosh, all I could think about was just
Oh,
shellfish
I should have been collecting
guts.
rupees this whole time, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you might want to do that. What are you doing?
I'm trying to break this grass.
Okay.
It's kind of lagging a bit.
What do you
The
think it's
frame
lagging?
rate. I think it's just the N64. It might,
okay.
it might be hot or, whatever. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'd bang
Oh,
it.
wait. I can't pick those up.
That is a sexy N64. What do you think it would be called
this
if someone were attracted to a machine?
If someone were attracted to a machine?
Yeah.
The movie Her.
What is her?
You never heard of Her?
No.
Okay, alright. So,
Like, I was going to say, like, technophilic or something, but go.
the,
me.
there's this movie, right? It's about this guy that works at some sort of handwritten letter, company. Like you can buy a letter from them, and they'll write handwritten letters, you know, beautifully or whatever. And this guy works for this company, and like I don't even know how to describe it. Like the way the company works is it's not actually handwritten. It's they talk to their computer, right, and then it writes the letter out and prints it. So it looks like it's handwritten, but it's not. And and so this guy works at this company, and he throughout the movie he's like trying to find love or whatever. And I guess eventually he just falls in love with his computer.
So where can I find a computer to have sex with?
Siri.
$5, $5. Sucky, sucky, $5.
Siri with one of those umbilical cord charger.
Yeah, Siri.
Have you seen that? The umbilical cord chargers?
No, that sounds gross.
It wriggles around and stuff. It's really weird.
Oh, like you just like plug it in.
You plug it in and it just like moves. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds really gross.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool.
Hello, Siri.
Siri,
you wanna
begin sucking.
Begin sucking operation.
Call me Daddy. I will call you Daddy from now on.
Change name to Daddy.
Any monies? No monies. Okay. I
Don't
need
you need, like,
another.
40?
I need another. What is that?
24?
14.
Oh, you
Right?
only need 30?
No, yeah, 24. Sorry. I can math. I swear. Oh gosh,
Okay,
no! Don't
okay.
talk to her. Don't talk to her.
Okay. What is 10 plus 10?